We start our look back at this week in history in 1992 as Lloydminster residents and the police deal with an uncomfortable case.
I felt, like, how long has he been there standing? Because my daughter was in the bathtub.
Deborah Discover of Lloydminster says she and her daughter were victims of a peeping Tom. In the early hours of October 13th, her 14-year-old daughter Angie was taking a bath and Debbie was standing in front of the mirror.
All of a sudden I glanced over, away from her face, and I looked into the window type thing, and I seen his face in the mirror, just standing looking at me.
I don't even know what she's seen, but all I heard was, "Get out of here." And I said, "Why? There's somebody watching you." So I left, and Mom started hollering at him through the window.
And I ran to the window, opened up the window, and I screamed at him. And he just stood there looking at me. And then I closed the window, and I ran to the phone and called the RCMP.
Deborah says she and her neighbor then went outside to see if they could find any clues. And what they did find was disturbing.
And we found a garbage can at the bottom of the bathroom window, which he was standing on, and a big chunk of wood, like a block of wood almost, so you put it behind a tire or something, below my bedroom window, like he was standing there. Either looking in the window or something, I don't know, but you can see his tracks all around and on the wood. Now, I don't know if he was even looking at my daughter, because she didn't have curtains at the time either.
Angie Discover says the experience has left her constantly looking over her shoulder.
When I babysit, it's really scary when you just sit there and you think you hear things and start to think about what happened here. It gets scary.
The Discovers live in Zone 5 of the city, and their neighborhood watch coordinator says their zone has been visited by peeping Toms before.
Well, we had a peeping Tom in our area up until the summer of '91, and that situation was resolved. Then it started again, and the individual was apprehended and went to jail in February, and now this activity started again in the end of September.
In Lloydminster, there has been instances of peeping Toms.
Constable Ken Piper says outdoor lighting and window blinds are the best deterrents for peeping Toms. But he says if a person is the victim of a voyeur, they should let police handle the situation.
If a person should identify someone that's looking in their windows, it's important that they don't try to attempt to restrain this person or hold them till police arrive. It's never a safe thing to do to try to forcibly hold somebody that you don't know what their actions are up to or what they're up to.
Voyeurism can be a criminal offense. Anyone convicted of the crime could be charged with mischief or trespassing at night and face up to 10 years in jail. Although there have been some reports of peeping Toms in the city, Constable Piper says the problem isn't rampant.
We want to make sure people understand that it's not rampant by any means, but that they do keep aware of their environment around their residence and to let the police know of anything suspicious.
And Deborah Discover says it's an experience she'll never forget.
It still gives you the shakes.
And in 1997, a border city flower shop helped spread Christmas joy and give back to the community.
It was a quiet afternoon at Grower Direct in the border city today. It gave staff a chance to catch their breath after a busy morning. When the flower shop opened, this cooler was packed with over 2,000 roses. Within 2.5 hours, they were all gone, given away to generous local residents as part of Friendship Day.
We opened the store at 8 o'clock, and there was people here waiting prior to 8 o'clock, so it was just a fabulous response.
If you brought a non-perishable food item, you received a dozen roses free. There was only one catch. You were asked to only keep one for yourself and hand the rest out in the community.
And we've had people call back that either had bought the roses and handed them out, or people that actually got roses from other people. So it's just been a very positive, wonderful experience.
Staff say even when the roses were long gone, residents kept coming in to drop off food bank donations. The food definitely outnumbered the flowers here today as the barrel overflowed and the towers in the back room grew taller. While over $1,000 in groceries was collected, the haul will be split between the 4 charities that helped out: the food bank, Slimthorpe Recovery Center, B. Fisher Center, and the Interval Home. Thronson says they hope to run the event again in the future.
It's a way for us to give back to the community, to involve various organizations. It's a wonderful time of year to do it. I know around here we certainly are feeling the Christmas spirit.
And that's it for this week's edition of Retrospect.
Retrospect this week is brought to you by Webb's Ford. Worth your while to drive the extra mile. Webb's Ford in Vermilion.